Hello Leos, how you doing? Welcome to your energy messages here on the Astroflower, going from the 9th to the 15th of November. I hope you're doing well. Messages from energy that came out this week were phenomenal. Quite literally, um, I want to say amazing and fantastic because it is amazing and fantastic. But at the same time, the amount of peace in the energy is phenomenal. And it's all about washing, it's clearing things out. It's all about clearing things out, really, more than anything else, and finding our true self. The elements that came through on Cymatic TV, if you haven't seen that, where we do the energy updates, was all about air more than anything else, because the sun has been erupting. I think there will be fire later on in the week, but in the beginning part of the week, um, certainly going through to this weekend, I think there's going to be a lot of air coming through the system. By the latter stages of this coming week, as you see this video, it will be air energy, and that will be following on by fire energy. So at the beginning part of this, when you see this reading here, it's going to be the clarity is going to be coming through with the air energy, clearing out our vision, giving us a much better vision of our own proper future. The water and the earth are also very in abundance, which leaves you fire at the beginning over this weekend. So you've got a control over the passions in this weekend here. And then I think the fire will then come into play later on, round about the 9th, 10th, 11th. And that's when you can play on the air side that you've got the clarity on at the moment, that you're getting clarity on. Okay, so let's just see how that sort of like coincides with your astroflower. So let's just bring up your astroflower. There it is there. You can see this air that sort of comes through here on your relationship side, comes down onto your karmic path, comes in from Libra. This gives you that clarity of intuition, seeing through the mist, as it were. Also, you got this air down here on the connection to the world around you, socializing and so forth. And that air comes in from Scorpio, which gives you this sort of like this righteous path, this righteous vision within your relationship side. On your financial side, you've got it going here between your past and your future. And it's basically sort of giving you avenues to explore, or giving you a clarity of visions of what sort of, because it comes in from Gemini, so it's all about processing and how the process that you go through in order to get to where you want to be. Okay, so you can play on the fire energy, which is very much within your financial side, most definitely, but it's also your element. So everything that you're doing in the here and now around you, it's how much passion you put in, how much you will get out of it. Let's just see. Let's just see what's going on with the general energies within you. I feel like you've been holding your breath for a long time. You could have been holding your breath about certain things financially, about a job, or maybe even about a relationship and so forth, or how is it going to work out with a certain people. And I think you're getting this to a point now where on that side of things, I think you're coming. It's like you're coming out of the water, so you can suddenly breathe with a greater ease. And it's easier for you to advance more than anything else. That's what I'm getting here. You get the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is on the general energy here. The Queen of Swords is a Libran card. So that's that Libran energy that comes in. Maybe we should put it down this side, because she is pointing that side there. And it seems to be, there seems to be you taking a pathway. This is the thing. You are recognizing your pathway. She is taking a pathway. She's going in a particular way, rather than you just following a path. And that seems to be, on your relationship, it seems to be a lot of clarity that's coming into your life. On your financial side, you've got the World card, which is, it's the start of something new. It's it's a whole new episode to go into. And this is what I say, where maybe within you, you've been waiting for the reply on a job or a business loan, or waiting for that idea to gel within you for the project that you want to do. Whatever it is, it seems to be gelling within you. It seems to be like confirming certainly within you. Let's just have a look and see what's going on that financial side. See what's coming out of that world there. It's definitely playing into your future here with this side here. There's an opening and an opportunity to be seized upon on that side there. On the karmic path, it's a clarity of vision. You get the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is sort of like, you can battle your way through it, or you can play smart and actually work your way round the battle. So you don't have to get involved with it. And I feel that that's a little bit like that. It's almost as if you're going for a job or business or something like that, and there's several other people going for it as well. If you concentrate on them, you're not really concentrating on yourself, and you're not giving yourself the best chance of getting it because you're not putting yourself forward. And I think this is what you're working on, and you're realizing to put yourself forward. And yeah, there is a six of wands feel about you. There is no doubt about it, especially with that world card. I think that's what you're projecting within the world that is around you, where you've got that fire there, that fixed fire and fixed earth, and that is you personified within the financial world, of how you engage in you've got to engage in networking and so forth like you're a champion. You've got this, Leo, you've got this. Just go ahead and do it. In your past self, you've been feeling the pulse. I think you've been observing a lot. Yeah, you get the Six of Swords here. And I think that Six of Swords has given birth to that Seven of Swords scenario of, there's working smarter rather than harder scenario going on here within you. And I think this is where you're discovering that victory. And because you're feeling it, that's where you can feel the Six of Wands helping you out. And in your future, look at that, you get the Eight of Pentacles. There is definitely, this instigation of either a job or a business or a project, whatever it is, in your future. This is that new world. You're really going into the finer details, the process of putting in place, this new job or this new business and so forth. And out of the top there, in your here and now, it's reflecting your karmic path with the Seven of Swords. You get the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, and we saw it in the messages from energy and so forth, is about living your heart's desires. Because the Seven of Cups is a revelation. That's what number 7 is. It's revealing to you the inner truth. And within your day, here and now, it's revealing to your inner truth through your heart and how you engage in it through your joy and passion, how you instigate that fire. And, you've got that cardinal water that comes in from Cancer, and that's all about building something. It could be even building a home. You could be buying a house or something like that, or building a new career or building a new business. It's like a home. And I think that's how you should look at it. Let's see what's going on the relationship side, shall we? There's something in the past. It's like either you've got to ignore this person, or you've got to have peace with this person, or you've got to say your piece. And it could be a case of you actually, to be honest, it could be a case of you sort of saying, actually, I really like you. Or would you like to go out for a meal? It's like you've got to take the step forward. On your karmic path, you've got the Five of Cups. You don't really want to be in that situation in a way. And I'm not sure, there may be a case where you have to turn your back on several things that you knew in the past that might have brought you joy and happiness in the past. But everything has its time and place. And, as much as relationships have their time and place. And maybe the time and place has come to an end with something. But at the back of that person there, as you can well see, there's 2 cups, which leads to that bridge, which leads to a new adventure. And I think this is what your karmic path is sort of saying you need to do. You need to either take your relationship to another next step by asking them out and stop feeling, so you no longer feel dejected in a way. Or another one where it's a sort of scenario where, there's certain relationships that have come to an end, as it were. Your networking and your connection with everybody else, you get the 10 of Wands. This could be the reason why you're stepping aside from a certain group of people or a certain person or a situation or even a spiritual practice, is because you seem to be the one carrying the weight, carrying the load. And that's where it comes in. This is the card that I think is the most important on here. It's like the Eight of Pentacles on the other side. You get the Ace of Wands, very much you. Out with the old and in with the new. And that's what that is all about, really. Because number 5 is a transition going from the past to the future. And it's, there's some things that, as I say, so everything has its time and place. And everything is where it should be. And, going off on a journey and separation and just evolving has its time and place as well. And it seems like that's what you're doing. And you've got the Hierophant card. Now, this is a marriage card in your future. Maybe it's a case here that you have fallen in love. This is what, you've fallen in love, and it's fallen in love with someone who is not at all part of your circle of friends, family. They may even live in another place. And, it's not that you're turning your back on your family or your friends, but you've got to follow love, I think. And that's what it seems to be here. It's where, rather than feeling like a spare wheel within this, within the world that is yours, you're now taking control of that. And look at that. That's what, see, look, those are the 3 of Cups out the top there. If you're following your heart, that just replaces those 3 of Cups, that is in your karmic path to say, to move forward in everything you do, and especially moving forward within your joy. Yeah, look at that. That's that inspirational connecting card going through the entire lot. How is it all connecting it together? You get the 8 of Wands, giving you a focal point and a real movement, real physical movement going on. And it's going quite quick. There's a lot of communication that goes along with it as well. And on your financial side, wouldn't be that you got 2 6s, and you now got 3 7s and an 8. 6, 7, 8. 7 of Wands. It's recognizing your pathway. That's the revelation of that one there. And basically you're turning around and sort of saying, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to live it. I'm going to be it. I'm going to, personify my pathway. And you may have to fight for it, but you don't feel like you have to fight anyone. You just have to be determined about living your pathway. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, there you go, Leos. Thanking you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing if you like what you see. It helps us enormously out with the algorithm on YouTube, of course. I will see you on the energy messages or on the energy update or on the live. The energy update is on Cymatic TV or on the live on the Sunday. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.